Hey guys, how's it going? 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 There we go. There we go. So 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 there we go. That's why. Okay. So hey guys, how's it going? It's Jacob from the latest tech. I'm currently live watching on YouTube this mission to the edge of space where this guy is pretty much going to jump out of a capsule at, I thought it was going to be like 23 miles, but he's getting close to 26 miles, so it's going to be pretty interesting. So let's wait for more people to get into the chat, and then we'll get started right away. But until then, ask your questions in the chat. What I have right now is, of course, like I promised, I have the new iPod Nano, the new iPod Touch, and the new iPhone 5. They're great devices. Ask your questions. I'll talk a little bit about them. But as we wait for more people to get into the chat, I will just sit here. We'll watch this little live stream, and then we'll get started. Okay. First question: will you be getting the Surface tablet and a pop-up Microsoft store on the 26th, or at a pop-up store? I'm not planning on getting the Microsoft Surface, mostly because it doesn't look. I mean, it looks like a good product to me, but as of right now, I just spent money on the iPod Touch, the iPod Nano. Hopefully, if the iPad Mini comes out, I'll be spending money on that, and I'll probably try to regenerate my money before I spend it more on how much it costs, $500 tablet for the Microsoft Surface. But I do plan to get my hands on it eventually, just not as soon as it's released. Alright, so let's see how many people are in the chat. We got, okay. Alright, questions. How old are you? I'm 17 years old, gonna be 18 in April. How much do you think the new iPad Mini will cost? I don't see it costing less than $300. I could definitely see it costing exactly $300 as of right now. The iPod Touch 5th generation, this new one, the 4-inch screen, comes at the lowest storage size of 32 gigabytes, and that starts at $300. So I could definitely see maybe the iPad Mini coming out at $300. And you might say, why would someone spend $300 on an iPod Touch instead of just spending $300 on the iPad Mini? And pretty much my reasoning for that is they do completely different things. Although they are pretty similar, the iPad Mini is going to be a 7.9-inch screen or whatever, a 6.9-inch screen, and that's just incredibly bigger than, say, the iPod Touch 5th generation. So I don't see it being less than $300 just because they just released this at $300, but I could definitely see it being exactly $300. Do the cinnamon challenge. No, thank you. My app store isn't working. I've been looking on the internet, and a lot of people have the same problem. Any idea what I can do? I actually saw this when I woke up this morning, that the app store wasn't working for a lot of people. My guess is for some people the app store server's down, and just wait it out. So I don't know if you guys are watching this either, or watching this, but this guy is jumping out at, what, he's at 27 miles now? I thought he was going to jump out at like 21, so I've been watching since then. He's going to break the sound barrier, break the world record. It's pretty intense. I don't know. Ask your questions, though, in the chat. Like I said at the beginning, I have the new iPhone 5 with me. Ask any questions about that. I have the new iPod Touch with me. Ask any questions about that. And I have the new iPod Nano, so you can ask any questions about that. all in all, they're pretty great devices. They're definitely built with exceptional precision, and so far I've liked all three of them. So, how to join the chat? I'm pretty sure you just have to sign in with your YouTube and you should join the chat right away. You might have to be on my channel to actually comment on the chat. I'm not sure. I don't think so, though. I mean, maybe. I'm only going to be doing this live stream until about 1:30. I have other things to do today, a lot of other videos to make before this week is over. And I want to watch my football at 4 o'clock, so hopefully we'll be done, or I'll be done with what I need to do by then. Here's a video, here's a picture comparing all the devices I have. I decided to go with black with all of them, or the black slate model, sorry, just because I wanted them to be uniform. And as far as the iPod Touch and the iPod Nano go, if you don't get a black model, the bezel is actually white. I don't really like that idea, so I like the black bezel and I like the slate background, or the back. So, like I said before, they're great devices, and Apple definitely did a great job developing them. I mean, look at that precision. I took this picture. Doesn't that look delicious? I think it looks delicious. Alright, more questions. How much would the Apple stock jump if they came out with, or at the iPad mini event and announced a $249 iPad mini and an Apple TV and a smartwatch? Alright, with that question, first of all, they will not come out with a smartwatch. They definitely tried that with the iPod Nano, 6th generation, that little square touchscreen. They came out with some cases with it, didn't work out. The Apple TV, though it's been rumored a lot in the past, I don't see it coming out in October. The only thing I see coming out in October is the iPad mini. People are saying we might see new iMacs right before the holiday season. I definitely don't see that. So if anything happens this October, I definitely see the iPad mini coming out. But like I just said like 5 minutes ago, I don't see it coming out at that $249 price point. I definitely see it coming out around $300 to compete with the Apple iPod Touch 5th generation. That photo you took, you should put the black iPad on the bottom. I could do that, but I didn't. You want to see that picture again? This one? Or this one? Which one? They're great pictures. I don't have the black iPad 3. When I did have the iPad 3, I had the white, but then I sold it. But my mom has the black iPad 2, so I can do some comparisons with that. I actually can't wait to see what Apple does for the 4th generation iPad. Can't believe it's already at the 4th generation. Alright. What do I type into Google to see that video you're watching of the guy who's going to break the sound barrier? I thought it was on the top banner of YouTube, but right now I'm on www.redbullstratos.com/live. Stratos is spelled STRATOS.com/live. So redbull.com or redbullstratos.com/live. It has all these different stats on it, like as you can see. Let me see if I can get this up. As you can see, it has like capsule air, capsule temperature, current position. I think it's pretty cool, personally. Yeah. All right. Do you think they would come out with high-tech glasses like the Google glasses? Not anytime soon. I think we have way too many rumors right now of future devices. I mean, we have the iPad mini, we have the Apple TV. Someone just mentioned the smartwatch. I don't see them coming out with high-tech glasses like the Google glasses for a little while. Because, I mean, the Google glasses aren't even coming out for a couple years. How do you do a keynote on just an iPad mini? There has to be something else. I don't know. I mean, they could, I don't know. I just don't see anything else coming out with the iPad mini. I mean, the iPad mini's been in the rumored mill for so long. Ever since the first iPad came out, they could definitely do a short keynote. I think, let me think of a short one that was recent. I mean, the iPhone 4S keynote last year was pretty short, wasn't it? Pretty sure that was short. I mean, when they released the iPad 3, it was just the iPad 3. They could definitely do that. Have you ever heard of the iBoard? No. Did you jailbreak all of them? Well, you can't jailbreak the iPod Nano yet. I don't think you ever will be able to. The iPhone 5, I don't think has a jailbreak yet because it does have that A6 processor. And you might be able to jailbreak this, but I'm not sure. And I probably won't because, quite frankly, I've already sold this to someone. So I'm giving that to them on Wednesday once I'm done with making videos with it. And this I already sold it to someone also. So that's, I'm going to be getting rid of in a week, and it just won't be worth it to jailbreak, in my opinion. Alright. Have you ever used Samsung products? Yes, I've used the Galaxy S3. That's a great phone, actually. Many people have asked me, what do you like between, or what's your opinion between the iPhone 5 and the S3? Quite frankly, I like them both. I think they both do great things. I don't have a preference in using them. The only reason I have an iPhone is because I've had an iPhone ever since my iPhone 4. I'm used to the software. I don't feel like changing. And quite frankly, if you look at the craftsmanship of an iPhone, even the haters out there, you have to like admire the craftsmanship on an iPhone or an Apple product. It's incredible. The way they like diamond cut the edges. I'm not being a fanboy here. I'm just saying they make great products. Even though I think that the OS on the iPhone is really lacking. The Google Glasses are actually coming out in January 2013. If you pre-order them at the event, Techno Buffalo is getting them. I heard they're going to be like $2,000, so I didn't pre-order. I'm pretty sure you had to be at the event to pre-order, so that's interesting though. I don't know, maybe if the glasses become a hit, I could definitely see Apple maybe coming out late 2014, maybe early 2015. Who knows? So I'm definitely going to keep this short, but this live stream short. I'd like to finish around 1:30, 1:35. But again, if you guys have any questions regarding the iPad or the iPod Touch, the iPod Shuffle, iPod Nano, the iPhone 5, I have all three of the new ones right here that were just updated. Ask any questions about those, and I'll be sure to answer them. What else we got? Oh, anybody watching? Let's do this actually. Anybody watching, be sure to check out my Facebook page. I just launched it about, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Facebook.com/thelatesttech. It has about 28 likes on it. Hoping to get a lot more. Every time I upload a video, I'll be sure to post there, so you guys will be up to the minute on whenever I post a video. And make sure to check out timetoBuyApple.com, your guide to buying an Apple product at the right time. It'll pretty much tell you any rumors regarding the next generation of a product release, an Apple product release, and information on the last generation as far as how old it is and stuff. It's a cool website. I like it. It's also my website, so let's see. Questions. Will there be any accessories you could see coming out at the iPad mini event? Well, first we have to see the iPad mini event. I think there was a rumor yesterday that came out that they're having the event the 23rd, which would mean they definitely launch it sometime in early November. As far as accessories, maybe... What do you mean by accessories? Like adapters for the lightning cable? I don't see them coming out with anything drastic, but definitely see them coming out with something interesting. Even the iPad mini is an interesting product. If they model it off the new iPod Touch, I could definitely see it being a pretty cool product to have. This is so cool. It's so thin. Okay, so I don't know when this guy's supposed to jump at all. If you guys don't know what's up, this guy's about to jump out and break the sound barrier from 30 miles up. Pretty interesting. Any questions regarding these products? I mean, I got them for you guys. Definitely didn't get them for me. Oh, okay, there we go. It says that the previous record for jumping out was 31.333 miles, and he's at almost 31 miles, so he's approaching. Huh. What? This is a $850 fan. Nice. All right, questions. I need more questions. You guys have any questions at all? What small YouTubers do you watch? I don't watch many small YouTubers. I do watch, TLD Today, Techno Buffalo, Soja Knows Best, Jack Vale Films, Gridline Media. I don't know if any of you guys remember, but I used to do a collab with the guy over there, Steven Steele. That used to be his account name. So, do you watch Twit TV? No, I don't. What do you think about the new iPod Touch 5th generation? Thank you for asking this question. I've been waiting for questions about like this. So, the new iPod Touch 5th generation, as you can see on the bottom right here, it's a great device. First thing you notice, I said this with the iPhone 5. First thing you notice when you pick this up, First thing you notice when you pick this thing up is definitely how thin and how light it is. It's like I just said. I said the same thing about the iPhone 5. It's such a thin phone, such a light phone, and then you compare it with the iPad or the iPod Touch, the new one, and it's just incredibly thin. And I like how they changed the back to that, or to the slate back, instead of having it as that shiny back that was really scratchable. So, I haven't used it much. I'm looking forward to doing a camera test on it. Oh, I didn't even remember that they put a light on this. Inception. What else do I like about it? I like how it pretty much models the iPhone 5 as far as screen size and speed goes. Do your parents ever play with the new products you get, or do you keep them, or do they keep up with what's coming out? They definitely keep up with what's coming out. I think a couple days ago yesterday, when I got these two, I definitely brought them out and said, do you want to see the new iPods that were just released? And they said sure. They looked at them quickly, but yeah. Do you recommend upgrading for the 4th generation? If you're gonna spend the money for a $200 iPod Touch 4th generation, just spend it on the iPod. Just spend it on the iPod Touch 5th generation. It's only $100 more. You get double the size. So normally, like, say last year, if you have the iPod Touch 4th generation, this is talking about last year. If you wanted to get the iPod Touch 4th generation for $200, you get the 16 gigabyte, and that's exactly what you're getting right now. They didn't change the price at all. But if you wanted to upgrade to the 32 gigabyte, you'd pay $300. Now, pretty much right now, that's the same thing. You pay $200, you get the 16 gigabyte 4th generation iPod Touch. But if you want to upgrade to 32 gigabytes and get and spend $100 more, you get the 32 gigabyte upgrade, and you get an entirely new phone or iPod. You get LED flash, 4-inch screen, faster processor, new design. So I definitely upgrade. If you are going to upgrade to the 4th generation, I'd recommend upgrading to the 5th generation instead. Desktop video. I plan to do it at some time, but not anytime soon. I get a lot of requests for that, though. CES 2013. Are you going? No. I'd like to sometime, though. Any questions about these 3 products? iPhone 5, iPod Nano, iPod Touch. That's why I have them. I wish the screen on the new Nano was better quality. I wish it was Retina. I mean, it would definitely cost a lot more for Apple to make it, and it's probably not necessary to do it, but it would definitely make the device a lot cooler. Good. Is white faster than black? Nope. Same speed. How does an unlock work? Pretty sure if you unlock a phone, or if you bring it to a carrier and they unlock it for you, you get you'll be able to use it on, say you get it unlocked on AT&T, you'll be able to use it on T-Mobile, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not so far with the iPhone 5, but eventually you will. Actually, do you know that the Verizon iPhone 5, you'll be able to, it's unlocked right out of the box, which is pretty interesting. If you put an AT&T chip into it, it will work. I thought that was interesting. What are your thoughts on the design change in the Nano? I definitely like it. We had this rumor of this design change for a long time, and it's definitely interesting. I mean, I didn't mind the last generation upgrade. It was a cool design. It had a little clip on it. The only thing I wish this thing had was a little video camera, because I don't know if you guys remember, but on the 5th generation iPod Nano, you could actually take pictures, and that was only because it gave you the ability to watch video. I mean, it's a widescreen 16:9 aspect ratio screen. You can watch 720p HD videos on this, and if it had a camera like the 5th generation iPod Nano, I think it'd be great. I think the design is amazing. It does kind of resemble the Nokia, the new Nokia phone, but I definitely like it. It's pretty cool. Wish the iPod Touch was able to stand up on its own. Like, iPod Nano can, iPhone 5 can, the iPod Touch cannot. Makes me mad. Did the black iPhone come with the scratch bezel on the back? What do you mean? This is not scratched. Wait, whoops. This isn't scratched. It has the slate background, or the slate backing with glass up here and on the bottom, but I put a screen protector on it so I couldn't scratch it. So, I don't get your question. Are you upset that the watch feature is gone? I'm not that upset. I don't think it was that exciting for people. I've seen one person maybe with the watch bracelet and the little iPod Nano attached to it, but it still has the watch. They added a stopwatch to it, and it has a timer on it now, so I don't think it's that bad. But does it cancel your plan when you unlock your phone? So I had a question earlier. Wait, what was it? How does unlock work? I explained it. I don't think your cancel changes, or your contract changes. There are rumors saying that 50% of the black iPhones are shipped with a scratch bezel. Mine wasn't. I didn't get it shipped though. I went to the Apple store and got it picked up, which brings me to the other question. Why did you get a 64 gigabyte iPhone 5? My local Apple store hadn't gotten a shipment in since the original release, which was the 21st, and they got their first shipment in the night of Saturday, October 6th. So Sunday, the 7th, was actually the first day you could kind of go to the store and pick them up. And I was calling that whole week. They hadn't gotten shipments in, and they opened at 11 o'clock, I think, on Sunday morning. And I called them, and they said no, they hadn't gotten any in. So I called them again at 11:30, and they said, yeah, we just got some in. We're really excited. And so I rushed to the Apple store, and I got there, and the guy said, no, I'm sorry, we're all out. When you called us, we did have some, but now that you're here, we actually just sold out. So I started walking away, and this lady came up to the guy that just told me that and said, actually, we have one left. It's a Verizon 64 gigabyte model, and it was the only one there. I knew that if I didn't get it at that time, I'd have to wait another couple weeks or have it shipped to me in 3 to 4 weeks. So quite frankly, I just kind of pounced on it, and I'm glad I did that because, I mean, I sold my 4S for a good sum of money, and I was able to buy the iPhone 5 for only about $150. Could you check out my channel sometime, Jacob? I would love it if you could. Could you be my 700th subscriber? I'll check you out right now. Subscribe. I just subscribed. My only recommendation to you is to subscribe to me. Okay? I was your 700th subscriber. I want you to be my 4,459th or whatever. How many I have. Let me find out. So I was your 700th subscriber. You can be my 4,479th subscriber. Right? Right on. Check out everyone in the chat and subscribed. It'd be great if you could return the favor. There's a lot of people in the chat, so I would do that if I had the time, and I'll definitely check out some of you guys, but yeah. What else do we got? Ask questions about these devices. Like I said 3 times already, I got them for you guys. Right? Oh, and also, if you guys are a first-time viewer of the Apple Core, I haven't done this for the past couple weeks, but I try to do this every weekend, and I talk about rumors about Apple, news about Apple. This just happens to be one of the shorter episodes that I'm just going to quickly take questions about the 3 devices. But in the past, I've talked about some pretty great topics, and we've had some fun. So remember to come out. Whenever I do an Apple Core on the weekend, I try to schedule it Friday night, so it'll pop up on your subscription feeds, and pretty sure you can add it to your iCal calendar, you can add it to a Google Calendar, and you'll be notified when I start recording. All right. So 1:31 on the East Coast. I'm actually pretty interested in this spaceflight thing. This guy's at 34.5 miles. He's trying to break the manned balloon flight record before he jumps out, so he's breaking like 4 records. I thought he was going to be jumping out at like 21 miles, but seems to not be happening. More questions. Do you have any doubts on getting the black color of the iPod Touch? No. But I would definitely have doubts on getting another color because, quite frankly, I only like the black bezel. And, yeah. I mean, if I were to get any other color, I'd probably get the silver kind because it matches the white front a little bit more, but no regrets on getting black. Where do you find all the money for these new devices? Well, as you may know, I'm a YouTube partner. I get paid on a monthly basis, and I have a bunch of money saved up, and I'm not keeping all these devices. I did spend a lot of money on getting these, but I'm going to be selling them to get my money back, so it's not like I'm just buying all these devices, spending money, and keeping them. But, so I'll be getting my money back. Alright, so this guy just broke a record, I think. Not sure. I think he just broke... Yeah, he just broke the record for highest manned balloon mission. I don't know how high he's gonna go. He's at 35 miles right now. Alright. That being said, it's 1:34 on the East. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to check out all my other videos regarding the iPod Touch 5th generation, the iPod Nano 7th generation, and, of course, the iPhone 5. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to check out all my other videos. I want to thank you guys for watching again. I'm Jacob from